Hey friends, it's Megan, and today we are on part 6 of my 100 favorite baby names countdown, part 6 of 10 that is. Today I'm going to be counting down my favorite names 50 to 41. This whole 100 baby name countdown is a tag started by Amelia, and I have a link to her channel in the description box below. And then if you want to catch up on my first 5 parts of this series, I have links to those covering names 100 to 51 down in the description box as well. So let's go ahead and get started. At number 50, for girls, I have the name Liberty. Liberty is a word name. I've actually met someone with this name. She went by Lib. I love the nickname Libby. I'm crazy about nicknames. I think Liberty is just, it sounds very joyous and would be a really beautiful name for a little girl born on a patriotic holiday. For boys, I have another word name, and I didn't do this on purpose. I have True. I usually prefer word names in the middle name spot. However, with True, I like it as a first name as well. It's a little bit daring, but it just has a really cool sound to it, and the meaning is wonderful as well. At number 49, for girls, I have Wren. Wren is just such a sweet little bird name, and it's kind of understated. I also think the letter W as an initial is really beautiful. Some letters I just think look good and you don't see all the time, and W is one of those. 49 for boys is Kaladin. Kaladin has this old, sophisticated charm to me. It isn't popular at all, which I think is kind of odd because the ending sound, Kaladin, sounds a little bit trendy. I love the nickname Cal too. I think that would be pretty cute on a little guy. At number 48 for girls, I have Mara. I always thought Mara was just kind of simple and sweet. It would be a great way to honor someone named Mary or Margaret, but it sounds a little bit more youthful or fresh to me. Or to honor someone named Omar, I think that would be kind of cute as well. At 48 for boys, I have Nikolai. I love a lot of variations of the name Nicholas, and Nikolai, it sounds so handsome. It sounds like it should be the lead in a romance film or novel. Nikolai. Yeah. At 47, for girls, I have Caroline. Caroline was the name of one of my sweet childhood friends, so I have, nice memories around that. It's just so sweet. Sweet Caroline, get it? I wasn't even trying to do that. Okay. I also love, love, love many girls' names that end in line. 47 for boys is Keon. Such a great Irish name, not utilized nearly enough here in the US. And when I have seen it, it's usually a K here, but I do like that C spelling. At 46 for girls, I have Ivy. I've always thought this was just such a sweet, precious little name. I also just like Ivy in general, like hanging ivy. I think it's really beautiful. At 46 for boys, I have Owen. O would be one of those initials I also think is really attractive for whatever reason. My boyfriend likes this name, and because of that, I think it has grown on me quite a bit. At number 45 for girls, I have Cassandra. This name is actually on the decline, so that might be good if you really want to use it. I love these big, old, beautiful girl names, especially ones like Cassandra that have cute nicknames. I think Cassie is adorable, but you could get tons of other creative nicknames out of it. At 45 for boys, I have Elliot. This name always reminds me of that little boy in E.T., that little boy who's now older than me, but is immortalized to me in that movie. This name actually, Elliot, is on the rise for girls, and I totally see why. I can picture it on a girl. Elliot was the name of one of the doctors actually in Scrubs. I can't think of what her name is, Sarah something. She used to be on Roseanne. Yeah, so I can see Elliot on a girl. I know a lot of you love it for a girl. And because of that, I think if I did use it for a boy, I would use it in the middle name spot. I tend to not love unisex names for boys for whatever reason. But I think Elliot sounds very clean and crisp and, yeah, very gentle almost. At 44 for girls, I have Mariah. I really like the sound of this name. It would actually be a lot higher up on my list if not for Mariah Carey. I'm kind of neutral on her. I don't really listen to her music. I don't love her or hate her. But she just has, I think when I hear the name Mariah, I think of her. It's one of those like iconic names now. Like Britney, I think Britney Spears. Mariah, though, I think is so just beautiful. I love that name. At 44 for boys, I have Brennan. Surprise, surprise. Another Irish boy's name on my list. And another Irish boy's name that has that repeating N sound at the end. Brennan, my cup of tea. At 43 for girls, I have Belle. Absolutely beautiful. Means beautiful. Really love Belle as a middle name. I mean, if I have a couple of daughters, chances are one of them would have the middle name Belle. I'd say it's probably in like my top 3 girl middle name choices. 43 for boys is Ever. I have loads of Ev names for boys on my list. I love that sound that Ev makes, and I really love the R at the end, Ever. It's just really satisfying for me. At 42 for girls, I have Claire. Claire is very clean and classy. It sounds good with a lot of names. Classic, not going out of style. This was the name actually when I was 15. I was confirmed and had to pick a saint's name. I picked Saint Clair, but I did drop the I for that because I wanted a connection to Clare County in Ireland for family roots, but I do like it with an I in it. At 42 for boys, I have Elon. Elon, I just love it. It has this like little bit of an exotic and intriguing sound. It is simple still though. Like I think it's very usable, but still extraordinary in its own right. And then for 41 for girls, I have Eloise. Eloise is so like sophisticated and chic to me, but still really usable on a little girl. Oh my goodness, I could go on and on about potential nicknames for Eloise. Let's just say a couple off the top of my head. Lo, Lolly, Lulu, Ellie, yeah. And then for boys at number 41, I have Emmet. Emmet, I love a lot of M sounding like that EM sound names for girls. Otherwise, I think Emmet would be higher on my list, but I suspect I'll use an EM name for a future daughter. But Emmet, I think, sounds very noble and crisp and just really like well educated and put together, if you know what I mean. So those were some more baby names on my list, numbers 50 to 41. Come back soon for part 7. You should just hit that subscribe button so that you can see the next video where I will be talking about my names 40 to 31, getting closer to my absolute favoritist names. Is that even a word? Probably not. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.